Hello everyone and welcome back to JS Outdoors. Today I want to talk to you about something that I use quite often for training with firearms. Specifically, I'm referring to the Mantis system. This specific system is the Mantis X10 Elite, which is their higher end option, but they also offer the X2 and the X3. The module affixes to, in a pistol, the underbarrel or other mounting options that are offered from the website, or on like a rifle, it'll mount to like your Picatinny rail or rail sections on like an M-LOK style. This lightweight module gives you the real-time view onto what you're doing specifically or what you're doing incorrectly with your platform while you're engaging on something or you're taking a shot. The module connects by Bluetooth to the specific app to any sort of mobile device. So I use my phone, for instance, but you can use like a tablet or an iPad. Now, the major benefits are the real-time response and the real-time data and feedback that you're able to obtain from the paired application with the module on your firearm, so that way you can see kind of the little microscopic things that you do or sometimes egregious things that you do while you're taking a shot. In the description of this video, we'll provide a link for you guys to click on and then be able to purchase this item yourself. This link is specific to JS Outdoors, so whether you're looking at the website or you're looking to purchase, if you use this link, it's helpful because we're hoping to gain enough traffic from the link so that way we can become a certified dealer on our website and then also in person as well. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you want to see in the future, but let's dive into the Mantis system. Like I already spoke to, there's 3 different modules that you can get. There's the X2, the X3, and then the X10 Elite. The X2 specifically only works with dry fire, and that allows for platforms which are rifle and pistol. The X3 takes it a step further with allowing that dry fire option and also live fire, but it will only work with your pistol or rifle. So it gets basically the best of both worlds, both with rifle, pistol, and live fire and dry fire. Now the X10 Elite does take it even further than that, and it allows for like long guns, it allows for shotgun, also a bow as well. There's different applications you can get for the shotgun and the bow to get the specific feedback for those different platforms aside from pistol and rifle, which you're already getting with the other 2 previous options. Now the X10 Elite also works with live fire and dry fire, and it gives you a couple different options, and we'll go into those options here now. So reading from a list, all 3 options give you the ability to have a muzzle trace, trigger control analysis, shot timer, historical tracking, coaching tips, different training drills that you can do on application, proficiency courses, daily challenges, groups, so like connecting with buddies who also have it. You can kind of like Facebook share your username, and then you can get the data that they've been collecting, and then they can get the data you've been collecting. You can kind of competitively challenge each other to improve. We also have firearm selections, so you can choose between your pistol, what brand of pistol, what size of pistol, and then also cycling into that rifle section as well, if allowed on your model. These also work in tandem with the Laser Academy and then the Blackbeard system. Blackbeard system being specific to the AR platform, Laser Academy being something where you can take a shot and it analyzes and shows exactly where that shot is on your mobile device. Now keep in mind the Mantis X2, X3, and the X10 Elite options are specific for dry fire. There's no feedback as to shot placement. It's basically just reading your micro manipulations of your platform. So the thing that makes the X10 Elite stand out over the X2 and the X3 are the additional options, which are consistency comparison, recoil analysis, holster draw analysis, which I've really liked, multi-target analysis, shooting on the move, so giving you the ability to move while you're taking shots, rapid fire, moving targets, and then it also comes with a specific kit. This kit includes an adapter for rifles and shotguns, so it's basically a barrel clamp that you put onto the barrel, and then that allows you to, that modularity to adapt to different platforms. And the kit also includes a universal adapter for pistols. So what this basically is, it's a little teeny Picatinny rail with an adhesive back on it. You slap that on the magazine or a portion of the rifle or pistol at that point, and you can put that module onto that platform and then get the feedback once using the application. So first step, you're going to want to buy the platform. Again, the link will be down in the description. If you could try to use that link when looking at the Mantis system so we can kind of drive the numbers for our channel up, and hopefully we can start offering them on our website. So first step will be to install the module onto your platform that you're going to be using. This is the SIG P365X macro. We do have a review on this, a couple actually, and there'll be more coming up after the warranty claim, getting this back from the warranty claim. So you'll install this onto your firearm. Because of the YouTube algorithms, I'm not going to show installing it. It's really simple. And then you're going to take this button here on the bottom until it illuminates and flashes green. And then you'll use that in conjunction with the MantisX application that you can get on your application provider, whether you have Android or Apple. Just type in MantisX, download that, create an account so that way you can save your data and then connect it with your module. So for this next part of the video, we're going to try to do a screen share from my mobile device. Hopefully this will give you a better visual on what you'll be seeing on the application, and it's better than trying to get the camera and try to look at the screen and there's a glare and then it becomes a crapshoot at that point. So hopefully this turns out as good as we're hoping. If not, we're sorry, but we're just trying to give you the best visual that we can on the application. With the Mantis module on, you're going to push connect on the application and then it's going to connect via Bluetooth. We're going to select the drill that we want. For this example, we're going to use open training. A safety warning is going to come up, basically claiming to make sure your firearm's unloaded when using dry fire, and it's going to start to calibrate. Select start and then start shooting. When you're finished shooting, you can kind of go through different diagnostic and interactive displays of what your shots look like. This example right here is of shot 1. The blue section of that being the anticipation or before you pull your trigger. The yellow you'll see now in shot 2 is the trigger pull, and then the red showing when the trigger is pulled, so that's that trigger break. So at the bottom of the screen, if you select the bar graph, that'll kind of show you historical information. So from here, you can scroll down and then go to your latest training, which is the one you just saw. And then there will be little red indicators off the side, which will show you exactly what you're doing during your shot. So when you select those indicators, pop-up windows will come up and then give you a breakdown on what you're doing and how to fix it. So next we're going to go back to open training, and then what I'm going to show you is the live feature. So this will show you everything that your firearm is doing in a live fashion. This isn't saved as historical information, so this is just specifically something you can view live while you're taking your shots. You'll see in this example that there is kind of a close, tight group, and that is when I'm about to take my shot, and then you'll kind of see it go off to the side. That's me racking the slide in order to recycle the action, allowing for another dry fire to occur. This next feature is the holster draw analysis. So once you get into the holster draw analysis, it'll have you holster your firearm and then wait for no movement, which shows that it is holstered, and then it'll have a go tone. Then following that go tone, you can unholster and then take your shot. So once you've completed your shooting, you can holster and then click end session. And what that'll do is it'll give you a breakdown of every shot you had. One thing specific is you will see a breakdown for your grip, pull, going horizontal, presenting to the target, and then the shot taken. Moving forward from there, you can see the directional path that your firearm takes from unholstered to shot. And then in the top right, you'll see kind of a crosshair, and that'll show your horizontal plane that your firearm is on. So if it's a little bit canted one way or the other, you'll be able to see that. So there are different courses that Mantis provides within the application. These courses are designed by the Mantis team, And essentially it gives you a walkthrough of different settings and features within the application that you have to get specific scores on in order to move on to the next section of that challenge. Now, the cool thing about Mantis is once you complete one of these challenges, you'll get these different morale patches stating that you have completed different courses that they have. So at the end, it will ask for an address and it'll ask for different information from you. That's nothing crazy. It's just, again, the address, name, somewhere that they can get you shipping. And they will ship you for free these different patches once you've completed your courses. So specifically for JS Outdoors and then you all watching this video, there is a 1-month training program that we like and we have used in the past and we offer to other people as an example to get you started into the Mantis system and hopefully accelerate the use of the Mantis system to try to get more proficient with your shots. So this is a 1-month program. It's nothing to do specifically with Mantis. This is just something that we see benefit in these different options and then believe that if you're using this within your first month, these would be things to help you accelerate. So we'll describe that in the video coming up next. So week one's going to start off pretty easy. We're going to keep it at 50 rounds. You can do more if you'd like, but for the scope of this, we're keeping it at 50. First 10 rounds is going to be the MantisX benchmark. That's going to tell you what you're doing wrong, and it's going to rate all of your shots like it does with every other shot on a 0 to 100 basis, 0 being the worst, 100 being the best. You're next going to move on to 30 rounds of open training. This is where you're going to deep dive into what you may or may not be doing incorrectly, and then try to train that out of you. And then ultimately ending on our last 10 rounds with the MantisX benchmark again. Hopefully what we're going to have is from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, an increase in what that overall score is over those 10 rounds within the MantisX benchmark. Week 2, we're going to keep it simple with 50 rounds again, 10 rounds starting with the MantisX benchmark, and then again, just trying to really focus on making those good shots when you were within that benchmark. Second is going to be 20 rounds of open training, again, really focusing on trying to better each shot and then diagnose the little micro things that we're doing wrong. From there, we're going to get a new course of training in, and that's going to be 10 rounds of endurance. And that basically you have a minimum score. So again, going 0 to 100, you have to maintain a minimum score in order to continue to your next shot. Now you're going to do a minimum of 10 rounds here. You may have the potential of only being able to take one shot and then having to start the training over again, but we want to do at least 10 rounds of the endurance, and then ultimately ending in another 10 rounds with the MantisX benchmark, trying to see if we can improve from our overall score from the start of the day. So week 3, we're going from 50 rounds all the way up to 100 rounds. Basically, we're making this switch because we're hoping that there's been a little bit of a muscle buildup, kind of lessening the ability for fatigue for having your arms out for that long with those 50 rounds. Hopefully we've worked our way up to the 100 round point here. So again, starting out with the 10 round benchmark, this one's the timed benchmark, so we'll just kind of see how long it takes for you to get through those 10 shots. Next, we're moving into 50 rounds of open training. Again, trying to diagnose and analyze everything that we may be doing wrong and trying to fix that. We're then going to move into 30 rounds of a compressed surprise break. So basically you're going to be presented on target. A shot timer sound is going to go off and you're going to pull that trigger. So what this is doing is it's creating something for you to anticipate, and then hopefully it'll kind of exasperate any of those training scars or issues that you have with pulling the trigger, because there is some sort of competitive motion going on. So we'll do that for 30 rounds, and then we'll move on again to 10 rounds of the MantisX benchmark. All right, week 4 is the end of the training, the last week, and they're going to start that again with 10 rounds of the timed benchmark, trying to see how quickly you can work through that while making good shots. We're going to follow that up with 20 rounds of open training, trying to diagnose any of the issues we're seeing. We're next moving into primary hand only, going to take 20 shots with our primary hand, to try to isolate how our trigger pull is without the influence of a support hand. And then we're going to do the same with our support hand. Now, this is important because there may be times where you have to use your support hand because your right hand or primary hand, whatever it may be for you, is compromised. Then we're going to move on to 10 rounds minimum of endurance like we did before, trying to make it through those 10 rounds without that training starting over. Move quickly back into 20 rounds of compressed surprise break, trying to get that unknown factor with that shot timer, creating the engaging point for us to pull the trigger, and then following up with the last 10 rounds to be the MantisX benchmark, trying to really make sure that we're getting as high a score as possible on that. So I can't suggest the Mantis system enough. They're not a paid partnership. There's nothing involved with that. They told us no if we could sell online when we asked. That's why it's important that if you guys do want to purchase or look at this system, you use the link in the description. We're trying to get our numbers up so that we can become a certified dealer with Mantis. However, all that being said, it is a perfect platform for trying to get your start, continued education, whatever it may be. It will make you a better shooter. Please let us know in the comments if there's any other videos that you'd like to see, whether it's fishing, outdoor adventures, stuff like that, hunting, shooting, whatever it is, whatever you think that you would like to see a video on, we'll try to get that done for you. We hope you enjoyed this video. Go outside, spend as much time as you can training and training well. Have those adventures, go out, do some fishing, do a spur of the moment trip, get out with the family, enjoy the outdoors, anything, just make sure you're doing it outdoors. Till next time, thank you.